arms to catch it. I'm watching like, yeah, nah, he must think he's Superman or something. And it was a case of unstoppable force against a very movable object. He gets pushed off the spot, and as he gets sent sliding back, having the bottom of his shoe looking like this, Chuck shaved off his Nikes, Mahito's gonna pop out like this, trolling him yet again, tongue out, and Yuji wasted no time. Look at his eyes. The opening literally got him seeing red.
No
Gut checks him, and it has him lobbed up.
No one else see the similarities. And Did no one see the similarities with this pose and this face with the Gear 5 Luffy punching Kaido? What's up, everyone? I hope you're having a blessed day. And today we've got another JJK video for you today. And this one is about Itadori versus Mahito. Some people say it's one of the greatest get-back moments in the last decade of anime. Other people said Yuji should have gone harder. But let's find out how well he actually did today. Well, further ado, we'll get on straight to the video. So Marines was kept, especially the Marines who kept the power for so long.
Oh yeah. This is one of the many signs Mahito had to go. He got two-faced. Nanami. Fighting for his life against all these transferred humans. It was looking like round 70 of zombies. He had to use everything left to live. And after all that, this man Mahito's just standing right behind him talking about, I've been here the whole time. Son hit the face that screams, "All's my life I has to fight." I'm watching like, how can a man be so wicked? Look at him. He's been through enough. And you still have the audacity to give him an extra obstacle with no prize at the end. And he's been doing villain shit like this all season. I hate him. But thank goodness, this is the video of his downfall. So Itadori's gonna come down the stairs and watch Nanami's death firsthand. Had Itadori shocked, staring off at him like he about to go Super Saiyan 2.
But instead of transforming, he did a whole lot of yelling out of anger. A normal villain would just let him carry on and say nothing. But not him though. That boy said,
"Don't have to shout! I can hear you fine! Yuji Itadori!"
With that big ass grin, rage baiting in real life. Itadori couldn't stand it any longer. He starts running at him. No plan, no nothing, just straight anger. My boy's literally tripping. But he knows if he falls right now, there's no recovery. So he gets back up and take a good look at his face right now. He running into the fight like season 1 Midoriya. Not a single shred of confidence. They both running like they know they're about to get hurt. Mahito's gonna nonchalantly throw this wall of flesh. And Itadori comes in with the punch and he just couldn't do it. What was me? Face at. Mahito's gonna go on the offensive, using spikes to try to get Itadori, but he breaks through them. And behind the wall, he's conjuring up this Orochimaru type snake attack, which he launches at Itadori. And he looked it straight in the eyes and stood 10 toes. And opened his arms to catch it. I'm watching like, yeah, nah, he must think he's Superman or something. And it was a case of unstoppable force against a very movable object. He gets pushed off the spot, and as he gets sent sliding back, having the bottom of his shoe looking like this, Chuck shaved off his Nikes, Mahito's gonna pop out like this, trolling him yet again, tongue out and everything. He did this shit again. And while Itadori's sitting there being angry, he's gonna catch him square to the face and get sent barreling back onto this pillar, leaving this huge slash on his face. And Mahito's not giving him the chance to breathe, as he tries ramming into the pillar and is hitting the superhero land as Mahito comes out the human flesh with this big ass grin on his face, holding his blade hand out. Yuji ducks under real low to avoid another slash on his face, but of course he's still bleeding from the first. And Mahito's just trolling him some more, counting the amount of bodies he caught.
Caught 3 bodies in one day. I think they caught at a hat trick. Cooling with my twin, we look like SpongeBob and Patrick.
And if you forgot who this is Junpei, one of the friends Yuji made in season 1. He failed to save him, and he's over there re-killing him just to get under Yuji's skin. This is the definition of evil. And this guy Itadori like, yeah, you get your last out. I got something for you. Itadori's gonna square up, and Mahito's gonna use the flesh wall to cram his face. I know the claustrophobic watching this sweating bullets right now. It gets to the point where they both start strafing, and Mahito's gonna throw a jab. And bro, how are you this lost in an environment you created? That was you! There's no room in this bitch. There's very few places he could be. Mahito's gonna catch a kick, and it's revealed that Itadori was up above. Impact was so crazy that he got his leg in the air, giving him a face a mother couldn't love. You know this was one of the few times the Mappa animators were in the studio smiling and laughing, because in the next few frames they had him looking like this, then this, and ended off with him looking like that. Looking stupid. This how my ranked teammates look playing the game. Talking about some, nah, how you know I use Moon Knight? Itadori's gonna kick him in the gut twice, put his back to the wall, and hit the flesh wall with so much force that he ends up.
Is how well they use the battlefield to showcase different types of fighting styles and the choreography. The choreography is amazing because it literally is taking into account the actual battlefield that they're in, and which makes it seem more real. Because this fight could not have taken place anywhere else but in this one moment and this one place. WJJK for this choreography.
pushing it back. Had the power scalers grabbing the nearest TI-84 to start calculating how strong he is. Mahito's gonna walk back and create these Mario Party obstacles, but Itadori wasn't phased, gave the wall 2 more jabs, causing it to start tweaking out even more. As the blades pass by him, Itadori charges up a punch and puts a large dent in this wall. I'm like, damn, my fault, Superman. Didn't know we moving like that. Mahito throws 2 more obstacles to which Itadori leads in the absolute cinema, and Mahito's over there partaking in his own hobby. Jumps up and tries to dunk on him. Itadori's gonna hop up though, tries stomping on him, but the hand out this wall stops him, getting him right where Mahito wants him. He gets sneaked by the first punch, but one is all it took before he understood it. He weaves the next 2 and stomps down on Mahito with his other foot, causing him to kiss the ground, and bro hits this devious smile as he closes the wall in on him. They're both gonna break out of it, hitting the edit walk, and that was pretty much round 1 of the fight, because after this, they went into commercial.
Bourbon sauce. And brown sugar bacon. And Angus steak. And a top bun. This shit look nasty as fuck!
And then it comes back to Mahito just blasting at Yuji. I genuinely didn't know he could even do that shit. Look at the flashes, how does he have gunpowder in that? After missing every single shot because he has clone trooper aim, he turns into Luffy, trying to stomp him out with an oversized leg. And nah, Mahito is trash as hell. How can you not hit a man running in a straight line? Just leave the attack in front of him. He making this look like a boss battle on easy difficulty. Just leave the leg. There was one attack he did that made him dodge. It was when he threw this miscellaneous ass object. Congratulations, he actually had to change direction. Yuji's gonna take it and throw it at him though, causing Mahito to slice it into pieces, looking like he got the dice fruit, that weak ass devil fruit. The only thing I seen worse is the man who ate this shit. He saw this fruit and thought it was gonna put him over the mountaintop, but instead he ended up losing his ability to swim to be this shitty giraffe. I know Zoro was looking at him like,
wouldn't let that shit happen to me though.
Shit's sad. He probably had to lie to himself every day, talking about some, nah, this fruit tough. Quit lying. The next time we see Yuji, he's on the elevator going down to the severed floor. Mahito punches through with a kingpin-sized fist, and Itadori punches him right back to avoid getting crushed, breaking the metal ropes and causing them to free fall. Then Mahito's gonna chop through the elevator looking like a Decepticon with these red eyes and waltz his way in. Itadori's getting ready to smack fire out the back of his head, but Mahito's gonna twist his head smiling all the way through. And his next move is very concerning, because he's gonna move in for a kiss of death, and look how disgusted Yuji's looking right now.
Why is he
saying, you gotta back up, balls up his fist, and gut checks Mahito. He don't hit the back of the elevator, tongue out, freaky as hell. And when he gets hit with the elbow, you just see him smiling. He's really in this bitch thinking he's Heath Ledger. Boy, you are not the Joker. He's gonna do an ace-type move, putting a giant hole in his stomach to avoid the attack. Then he's gonna try to attack Itadori from both sides, but he dodges it and hangs onto this metal rope right here, completely leaving. And then Mahito unleashes an attack that covers the whole elevator. I was wondering how Yuji was gonna get out of this, but they didn't show us shit. Next frame we see he's just out. I was like, alright, my fault Houdini. Never revealed the secrets. Mahito's gonna come out the elevator with the flick out and his left foot on dental, aiming at Yuji. Firing, but Yuji punches the poor soul away. But as it's fading away, it's gonna launch an attack, causing Yuji to partake in parkour. He jumps onto the steps, and he has his fist charged up waiting to counter the next attack. Mahito's gonna use the master hand attack and try to slam down, and Yuji breaks out of it. And the next thing you know, Mahito's hitting the jets. He's out of it. Yuji's gonna chase after him and turn this corner, and we see these humans, who just happen to still be in the subway. And they're just sitting there conversating like it's any other day. I'm watching like, bro, did they not hear the screams of terror? Bro, hide or something. Why are we loitering around the steps? This is the shit that Charles Darwin be talking about. I already knew it was clipped. Mahito sees humans as eat and interact as objects. He's gonna use his IQ and creativity for pure evil. Uses this guy's body to sneak a left onto Itadori and has him sliding. And the shit he does to the next guy is just flat out unnecessary, because he's gonna turn him into a sword and not even use him. Mans became a Soul Eater character for no reason. While that's happening, we figured out that Nobara is fighting a clone of Mahito, and she is absolutely cooking this shit. Doom must have thought he was Naruto and could send a clone in to handle his light work, but instead he screws himself over as she lands an attack that affects Mahito's actual body, leaving him vulnerable. And Yuji wasted no time. Look at his eyes. The opening literally got him seeing red.
No one
gut
else
checks him and it has him lobbed up.
No one else see the similarities. And Did no one see the similarities with this pose and this face with the Gear 5 Luffy punching Kaido? Literally bam for bam. The demonic eyes, the force, the close-up. Yeah, W animation.
Red. He gut checks him and it has him lobbed up in the air, and Yuji switches the pivot to get a better angle for the ass whooping. He gets a clean one right to the face and another clean one to the lower left. He hits him in the face, causing Mahito to hold his arm out like he is a zombie, pushing him back, and Mahito's like, please stop, looking like him right now. And they both got the same result and never stopped the assailant. He kicks him to the wall like he Emma Frost and wins his straight headshots, then lands one to the abdomen, then a neck shot. And I'm like, yeah, all that trolling done caught up to him now. Wipe that smile clean off, and Yuji saw the white eyes and said, nah. Wake up, grabbing his shirt and his hair and slams him to the wall, and he's gonna stare at him with the focus of a blue lock striker and performs the greatest spinning hook kick of all time. Look at that follow through.
That was done.
Crisp. He bounces off the glossy finished floor, hitting pillar for the second time. And Yuji's like, yeah, here we go again. Yuji's gonna fly in with a double punch, causing bro to start leaking blood through his eyes, nose, and mouth. He's gonna wind up a punch from way back, and this gotta be one of the most bipolar shits I've ever seen. Cause he's gonna swing with all this anger, and when the attack lands, he's calm as shit. Happy as hell. Where did all that anger go? You would think the job is finished, but nah. That misleading calmness meant nothing for these next vicious attacks. He's gonna hit him with the strong left, setting the tone. And man, the ass beating was looking straight like Broly versus Frieza. Mahito was catching every hit, getting stomped on. Like bro, the punches were making his skin get peeled off. And to end it off, they gave him a wallpaper-worthy frame. That boy Yuji had me staring at the screen proud as hell. Meanwhile, Mahito's clone is not feeling up for any challenge right now, so he runs off from the fight. Unlike Naruto's shadow clones, he's not trying to experience death, so he's getting chased down by Nobara. And the camera pans back to Mahito and Yuji, and we see that Mahito's able to move around again. He splits himself up into these monsters and creatures, and runs in multiple directions, confusing Itadori. He chases down one of the little shits, and the distraction was enough for the real Mahito to get away. And hey, I may hate him, but his evil plays are undeniably great. He's gonna lead these two right to each other, for one reason and one reason only. To piss off Itadori. The clone is leading Nobara to the front, and Mahito is leading Itadori to front row seats of the crime scene. He could do nothing but watch as he palms her face. He knew her life was in Mahito's hands, and it gets him angry. So he rocks Mahito's clone like the first guy who encounters the gorilla, and turns to see Nobara holding the left side of her face like she got the illest Mangekyo Sharingan pattern. You are not Itachi. And they start to show her pass for the next 10 minutes, and I'm watching like, yeah, she's done for the season. Mahito's gonna activate the attack right under Itadori's eyes, and she falls down, breaking Itadori down mentally. He's sitting there sniffling like that one Shannon Sharp clip. Meanwhile, Mahito's running a mean route, not that Spencer Dame shit, that weak ass move, to close the distance on Itadori, and hits him with the Black Flash, sending him back, and he's gonna hit him with the Mortal Kombat Get Over You. Extends his arm to grab him, pulls it back, and throws him into the wall. And then after, Mahito was like,
I'm not finished.
He didn't forget that ass beating you gave him a couple minutes ago, so he grabs his collar and throws him to another wall. Then he kicks the shit out of him, causing him to spit out blood like a water hose. Then he's gonna grab the back of his shirt and hit him with Hulk animation, then punch him away. Never would I think that Mahito would be doing that shit to Itadori. He definitely has a sleeper build. But even after all that, he still wasn't finished. Mahito grabs his collar and starts doing him like how Batman does a civilian if they jaywalk, beating the shit out of him. And after he was done, he was ready to hit him with the finisher. Turns his hand into a scythe, brings it down, but we hear a clap. And Itadori is no longer there. This man Toto's gonna pull up with the cleanest entrance as the camera pans to him. Son hitting the praying emoji into the slow motion walk. And I thought it was being exaggerated because it was zoomed in, but nah, they zoom us out and he's really walking like that. And Mahito's sitting over here like this, like he doesn't see him, walking across back there. Toto's gonna tell Itadori to get his ass up, but Itadori's not up for it. He's sitting there crying in a fetal position. So it's up to Toto to protect him. Mahito comes into the...
I will just leave it at that for today. If you guys want to see part 2, let me know in the comments below. But it was a great video for the first part. This, when he gives his speech, it's an amazing speech. I would say it's one of the top 5, top 10 speeches in anime. And Todo really does show that he's an amazing big brother, despite how little he's actually known Itadori for. But you have to stay tuned for that in the next video or in a future video. Thanks for watching, guys. But like, comment, subscribe. I'm really trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you guys can help me get there as soon as possible, the better quality, better videos we can get along the way. But that's been me. Hope you enjoyed. Ciao.